Refer to question number 7. Radius, velocity, that is speed, and total energy in nth orbit. A deals with the radius of the nth orbit. That is what you need to find out. 1 and velocity and speed, yes, velocity in nth orbit. This is what you need to find out. 2 minutes to go through. Center, yes, nuclei, 1 proton. An electron moves around the nucleus, first, second, third, fourth, any orbit. That means nth orbit. So this radius is how much? Rn. Speed of the particle is Vn. This is what we need to find out. Step 1. Electric force between the two. How much? Yes. Q1, Q2 over 4 pi epsilon Rn square. Rn means what? The radius of a nth orbit. If n is equal to 1, first orbit, n is equal to second orbit. Electric force or Coulomb's force provides necessary centripetal force. It is equal to m Vn square, mv square by r. This parameter is known to you. E 4 pi is not known to you. Mass of the electron was known. In this equation, two parameters are unknown, Rn and Vn. We want to find out the radius of the nth, that means address of the electron, and speed of the electron. Now you have one equation and you have two unknown. You need one more equation. This equation was a breakthrough. Bohr's postulate. mvr, yes, angular momentum in nth orbit is how many times? N times h by 2 pi. Now, in this one, again Vn and Rn are two unknown. Rest m h by 2 pi n, everything is known. Now you have how many equations? Two equations. You have two equations and two unknown, Rn and Vn. Find Rn and Vn. Two minutes with you to write. You can take this value of Rn h by 2 pi mvn. You can take this value of Rn and put in first equation. Now you will write Rn in terms of Vn. So this whole equation is in terms of Vn. So step 3, from equation 1 and 2. Find Rn is equal to what? And Vn is equal to what? Take time, 2 minutes more. When you solve it, I'll write the answer. Rn is equal to what? N square by m, h by 2 pi square 4 pi epsilon naught by e square. How many of you are getting this answer? Fine. And Vn is 1 by n e square by 4 pi epsilon naught h divided by 2 pi. If you shift this 2 pi in the numerator, this 2 pi, this is 4 pi, you get 2. Right? How many of you are getting this answer? Vn is equal to this. In this case, Rn, yes, objective, is proportional to n square. Means what? Yes. Anyone? What does it mean? For n is equal to 1, there is some value r naught. For n is equal to 2, yes, if you put n is equal to 2, 2 square is 4. Second orbit has radius how many times? 2 times. And what about speed? Inversely proportional. Means nuclei, first orbit, radius r1 is say r naught. Second orbit, yes, second orbit r2 will have radius how many times? N square times 2 square r naught. Number of questions in objective 4 or not. That means r2 is 4 times r naught or 4 times r1. What about speed? This is radius. If speed in the first case is v1, in the second case is v2, then vn is inversely proportional to n. v2 by v1 is inversely proportional to, that means v2 is what? v2 is half. This arrow size, you can see this is more, this arrow size is less, it is second speed is less. That means what? As you move up, electron moves in the first orbit with some speed. Second orbit, radius is how many times? 4 times, but speed is less. How much? Half. Rn is proportional to n square and speed is inversely proportional to n. 1 minute to write. B part of question number 7 deals with what? Energy means what? Total energy of the electron in nth orbit. Question number 7, B part deals with total energy of electron in nth orbit. This is what we want to find out. Total energy is equal to what? Total energy in nth orbit is equal to electric potential energy in nth orbit plus kinetic energy in nth orbit. What was the expression in the previous part? Minus 7a dealt with minus e square over 4 pi epsilon naught r. It is Rn. How much was kinetic energy? half of this, it was plus, that is E square, half of this, half of 4 pi epsilon r n. Total was equal to what? Minus E square over 8 pi epsilon r n. Rn is equal to previous part A. What was the conclusion of Rn? You can put that value of Rn here. Time with you is 2 minutes. 2 minutes to write. Rn was equal to, yes, let me put this value of Rn, 8 pi epsilon. Value of Rn in the previous question was, Rn is equal to n square by m h by 2 pi square 4 pi epsilon naught over e square. This was value of Rn. Fine. So what you get is, just confirm, it is m minus m e square by n square 8 epsilon naught square h square. Confirm. E is power 4. Yes, E is power 4. Sorry. E is power 4. Confirm you are getting this. M, mass of a electron. E, charge on electron. H. So if we write the values, M is equal to what? 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. E, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Epsilon naught, 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 SI units. H into 10 raised to the power minus 34 SI units. If you put all these values, first you get the answer in joule, then convert that to electron volts. You will confirm after calculation that it comes out to be minus 13.6 by n square in electron volt. Unit is electron volt. So total energy in nth orbit is this. As an example, first orbit, n is equal to 1. Yes, total energy is equal to what? Put n is equal to 1 minus 13.6 electron volt. 2. Put n is equal to 2. Total energy in second orbit is, yes, if you put n is equal to 2, 13.6 by 4 minus 3.4 electron volt. So for any orbit, you can write this. Complete this first, then 2 minutes for calculation. Put these values in this part and confirm that you are getting 13.6. First, you will get the answer in joule. You will have to change joule to electron volt. What is the relationship? 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. First you will get the answer in joule, then convert it into electrovolts. Time is 2 minutes. Refer to numericals. Numerical number 5. Numerical number 5 is, at what speed must an electron revolve around the nucleus of hydrogen atom so that it may not be pulled into the nucleus by electrostatic attraction? Mass of the electron given 9.1 in 10 power minus 31 kg. The radius of the orbit 0.5 in 10 power minus 10 meter, and E is equal to 1.6 in 10 power minus 19. Write what is given. There is an electron moving around the nuclei. Radius R, speed V. Given is what? Yes, in sequence. First part is what? Mass of the electron is given. How much? 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. What else? Radius, how much? 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Yes, 10 to the power minus 10 meter is how much? 1 angstrom. So it is 0.5 angstrom. Radius of the first orbit is 0.5 angstrom. Radius of the first orbit is 0.5 angstrom. We need it for number of questions. And charge given how much? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. What you need to find is speed with which the electron moves. Yes, concept. Yes. Electric force, Coulomb's force between the two, provides necessary centripetal force. Electric force between the two, Q1, Q2 over 4 pi epsilon r square, provides necessary centripetal force, mv square by r. R's power 1, R's power 2. V square is equal to what? V square is equal to E square over 4 pi epsilon r m. V is equal to what? E over square root of 4 pi epsilon r m. Put values for r, m, or you can solve first. It's easy to first find V square, fine, because for calculation purpose. V square is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This value is equal to what? Yes, 9 into 10 raised to power 9. Charge on the electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 square. Radius, yes, 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 10. Mass of the electron, m, given 9.1 into 10 raised to power minus 31. Find V square is equal to what? 1 minute for calculation. V square is equal to what? Anyone with the answer, please? 5 point V square. 5.1 into 10 raised to power 12 meter per second. V is equal to what? Square root of this. V is equal to, yes, how much? 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 10 raised to power 6 meter per second. What is speed of light? 3 into 10 to the power 8. This is 10 to the power 6. That is why electron speed is approximately 1% of speed of light. Objective question. Speed of electron in the first orbit in a hydrogen atom is of what order? 1% of a speed of light. Refer to numerical number 10. Refer to numerical number 10. Numerical number 10 is calculate the shortest wavelength of Balmer series given capital R is equal to 1.097 into 10 to the power 7 per meter. Given is what? Yes, Rydberg's constant. How much? 1.097 into 10 raised to the power 7 meters power minus 1 per meter. Series is what? You have to find out what? You have to find out shortest wavelength of Balmer series. Shortest wavelength means what? Maximum frequency of a Balmer series. First one is what? Lyman series. Second is, yes, Balmer series. Corresponding to 1 you have Lyman series. Corresponding to 2 you have a Balmer series. Jumps. Yes. Third to second. Fourth to second. Fifth to second. Maximum change in energy is when it is at infinity. When from infinity to second, this is the maximum. Or formula is 1 by lambda is equal to R 1 by 2 n1 square. In this case, Balmer series, it is equal to 2 by n square. You have to find out the shortest lambda. You have to find out wavelength. Yes? Yes, you have to find out lambda. Lambda is minimum when this part is maximum. That is n is equal to what? Infinity. What? N equal to infinity. What you get is 1 by lambda is equal to R 1 by 2 square minus 1 by infinity square. That is infinity. 1 by lambda is equal to what? R into 1 by 4. Lambda is equal to what? 4 by R. First you get answer in meters. Do it. 4 divided by 1.097 into 10 raised to the power 7. First find lambda in meters. Into 10 raised to the power minus 7 meters. In angstrom, yes. 1 meter is 10 raised to the power 10 angstrom. 1 meter is 10 raised to the power 10 angstrom. If you put this value, 1 meter is equal to this, what you get is, we can write it here, 3, 6, 4, 7,